A live look at D.W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Baylor Bears and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, the Bears head coach told me before the game, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. First carry of the season. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something. Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, looking for the completion. They get it on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Razorbacks have this offense rolling. Jackson going to throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Smith's got it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber in the Giants, Frank Gore in the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the third or fourth read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that want to be involved in the passing game.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. Makes the grab past the marker. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. Past the 10. All the way back. Touchdown, Baylor.
I mean, you talk about coming out as a defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. And here he comes out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Smith takes the handoff. Got enough for the first. At the 45 on his way. He's loose. Inside the end of the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. On the move at the 30. Wide open spaces. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37. He's already got 46 yards rushing already. What a way to start this new season. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Running inside, it's Turner. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
Drag down right of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. Lagway trying to be heard above the noise. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. DB's right up on the receivers. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough space. Touchdown Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Rides to back and leaves it. Makes it past the marker. At the 35, he's open. Racing down the left side. Past the 20. Touchdown Razorbacks. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking for the edge, it's Morris. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty at 2nd and 7. The run inside. It's Morris. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryelan. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Way back in his own territory as he hauls it in. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Arkansas. Stealing a score on special teams. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown. Oh, he's got some space. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Gonna run it. It's Morris. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Fourth down, Ryelan. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll go back to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And he's knocked down.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on fourth down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
The Bears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Flagway wants to throw. Flips it out in the flat. There's a crease. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the Bears, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to pass. It's Flagway. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Razorbacks take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the running back from the shotgun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Looking for room, it's Morris. A big stop from this defense as they force a fourth down, and a decision coming right now. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll leave it with the lone back. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On the move. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, looking to pass. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Flag wave. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Flagway. Scrambling away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Lagway. Plucks it out of the air. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. Throwing again, here's DJ Lagway. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. This kick would be hard enough straight on. 57 yards. He's also on the left hash. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Iowa taking on the Northern Illinois Huskies. And it's the Hawkeyes looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Let's now check in on some top 25 battles today, as the landscape in this sport is truly ever-changing.
Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Throwing, Lagway. Back open in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part, probably the hardest too, getting him on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation.
It's a fumble! And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Unloads quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Lagway to the air again. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Fires on the move. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Pulls and fires complete. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go right back to the run. Picks up the first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Baylor! And that one will give him the lead.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They give it to him again. Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. Red pass hits complete. At the 40, there he goes. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to scramble. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Smith. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season. This dude has just put his snout down, sharpened up those horns, and run through the defense. Another touchdown for this hog running back.
I mean, how awesome is it? You know it's coming. You know he's the featured guy, but that's how good Arkansas is up front. Able to pave lanes, play physical, and just run the dang football.
He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Here's Lagway to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The screen, by definition, is slow developing. That was just a little too slow.
Yeah, quarterback just held on to it a split second too long. You want to invite the rush to you as a quarterback when you're executing that play, but you've got to be able to get rid of it, and you've got to be able to negotiate the rush and somehow, some way, find a way to get that receiver or running back the ball in his hands, and the QB couldn't get it done.
Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Lagway from the gun on third down. Got the back over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jackson will throw. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go with a direct snap. Bounced off his feet. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Makes a catch. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
So now it's second and long. Motion from the back. Jackson gonna throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Looking for a deep man. He's got it down the field. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Bears want to move quickly.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field and throwing to your best players.
Snags it, and he's open. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Flips it out to the back. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. A little release to the back. Turning it on! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Bears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! The Bears have the answer. Well, he put that right where his guy was the only one that could catch it, didn't he?
Yeah, great accuracy, and this is one of those throws that the fade route, you can throw it anywhere on the field, anytime. QBs warm up with this route, for goodness sakes. They always know how to throw. It's one of the first routes you learn to throw as a quarterback.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. DJ Lagway to throw again. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Send that offense back onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Got his man. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this first down.
Jackson will throw. Here comes the heat. He's got his man. The Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. What a costly mistake and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception. And now this offense can drive down and take the lead. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Working the big fella downfield and outside. And he's got the first down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Morris. Maybe some room here. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to the run, it's Morris. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now. So take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. And he got it! They've tied the game in the final seconds. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Lagway wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. They've got him. Great pressure on this defense. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.